going on, squad? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. All right, guys, so I wanted to do a love reading. I'm switching things up a little bit. I know I haven't done love in a while, but at the end of this, guys, I will do advice for singles, for couples, for those like in a gray area with someone, and also for same sex. Okay, now this will be for sun, moon, rising, and Venus, Taurus signs. And keep in mind that the energy, guys, I pick up on, it could be yours or the energy of someone around you. Or just lower my music. This is super loud. Okay. All right. You know what? I want to start off with an oracle reading. Let's start there. Now, this is the Psychic Tarot Oracle. So let's see what is going on for Taurus in love, August 2020. What is going on for the sign of Taurus when it comes to love? All right. Suffering and silence. Get two more cards here. We have third eye chakra. Let's get one more here. All right, and we have material and spiritual prosperity. Okay, the energy here, guys, triumphant success. So I see this as kind of as like the Ace of Swords in a sense, because there's a new beginning coming in, and it's like you're so tapped in, you're so woke, you're seeing things so clearly with this third eye chakra here, and you get to a place where you have victory, success, and love because of how aware you are. All right, we have light, which is kind of like the star card, and we have new beginnings here. So there's definitely something strong coming in, Taurus. Maybe you have mental conflict because there's something from your past that you're still thinking about. Okay, and you're just like working with your shadow aspect, and you're just trying to be patient with yourself. But you guys will have decisions where you can move forward. Now, I do feel that something will come in where you really think about, do I want to go to this? You know, is it going to disrupt your new flow and what you're going towards? Okay, but there's a need for you to say, look, I recognize that this is something I have to let go of. And it's like, I have to sacrifice feeling good in this area so I can feel good in this area. Okay. Aside from love, even though this is a love reading, this always means good wealth coming in. Okay. So spiritually, you're renewed. Materialistically, there's things that are coming in for you. All right, so let's break this down with a little bit of tarot. And let's see why these are here. So why are we suffering in silence? We have the Two of Pentacles reversed. Let's get one more card here. 10 of Pentacles reversed, and we have the Knight of Cups. So there could be something that you're dealing with, Taurus. You're not really letting people know. You're not openly like crying about it or anything like that. But what I like is that you're still in a place where you're capable of love. For some of you, maybe there's a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio closely tied to you. But I just feel like you were aware that something in your life was holding you back from being the best version of you, from being your authentic self. And at this point, it's like, I have to get through it. I just have to do this because this is not going to be reciprocated. So there's kind of like a maturity to this, because it's not like we're holding on to something that is not going to work out. We're being realistic with the fact that, okay, you know, this person is not going to work for me, or the way I was going about love, you know, wasn't going to work for me. But there's something that you're ready to part ways with, and you know your soul doesn't want it. We have the Nine of Cups, and this is for the third eye chakra. And we have the Hierophant in the reverse. Now, if you guys stay tuned in, you're going to realize, again, that something would have just thrown you off. Maybe something was against your morals, it was against your religion, it's against just who you were as a person. And whether this player is you or someone else, there's going to be something unstable that tries to come in. But again, you're seeing it for what it is. You're tapped in. So it's something that you just kindly want to say no thanks, because I feel that this is something that weakens you and your spirit. And as Tauruses, we just have to be so careful because of the way that we love. It could go from healthy to unhealthy very, very quickly. So you just want to make sure that whoever you're going to invest in, you can genuinely grow with this person and be you with this person. It naturally takes us a very long time, you know, to open up. But can you be silly? Can you be goofy? Can you joke around with them? Or are you walking on eggshells? So why is this material and spiritual prosperity card here? We have the Seven of Wands reversed. We have the Devil card. For some of you specifically, you get to prosperity if you let go of a Capricorn. For others of you, it's just the Devil. Okay? This card does represent Capricorn though. But whether it's a Capricorn or something or someone that's just toxic, and keep in mind the toxic person could be you. If you move away from these habits, if you release that burden of someone or something that can't be trusted or someone that's not reliable, then a lot comes in. But I definitely feel like it's going to be a good money month for Taurus. All right, guys. So let's get into the past, present, and future flow. This deck I'm using is Golden Universal Tarot. All right. So what is going on for squad, in love, what's coming in? I'm so sorry about that, guys. I got a little one in the building. Okay. Here's the energy, guys. Nine of Pentacles reversed. So for a lot of you, this is either a new relationship, or for some, it could be something that was draining you. Okay, the Nine of Pentacles reversed here. This could be, again, that draining feeling when someone just expects the most out of you, but they're not necessarily putting in the effort to get, you know, what they're asking for. But there's something that you guys are definitely removing yourself from that's toxic, a burden that you're letting go of, something that you're seeing as a waste of time and effort. And once you see that Ten of Pentacles, you have great things come in. Again, guys, I keep seeing so many money cards. I know the focus is on love for this, but if you guys are working on anything, especially if you're like in charge of it, I see good money coming from it. Or where you're in charge of like the income that you can make. All right, guys. So starting with the past, you saw the reality of a situation that you were not over. You were still invested in this. But with the Hermit card, it didn't matter whether you were invested or not. It was just something that you removed yourself from. The Hermit is someone that they go into like an internalized state where they're looking at themselves in the mirror, they're battling their shadow elements. So I think you kind of just took a break from something and you removed yourself from a lot. You guys are probably in a place where maybe you weren't reaching out to people as much as you usually do, because I just sense solitude. Whether you're in a relationship or not, it's just like there's a lot of solitude here. All right, why is this Moon card here? All right, we have the Ace of Wands. All right. We have the Six of Swords, and we have the Four of Pentacles. For some of you, you may have left someone to be with somebody else, or you had to watch the person you were with leave to be with somebody else. because someone turned their back and someone went towards another direction. Was it a good direction? I don't think so. But someone walked away and went in another direction. Maybe this had to do with the fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. But whatever this was, something about it was out of your control. So you guys stood very strong here with the Six of Pentacles. You remained balanced within yourself, you know. Why is this Death card in the reverse here? We have the King of Pentacles. So even if this is something that you guys aren't over, it's like you're very, very powerful within yourself. Okay? Chariot in the reverse. So whoever did what, I think that you guys had like the viewpoint where it's like, I can't beat myself up. It is what it is. It's kind of like the energy where it's like, I can sit here and cry all day, but where's that going to get me? What's that going to do? Like, I got shit to do. You know, so there's that sense of, I don't want to say you're not taking accountability, but it's the energy of what's for me is for me. And the universe isn't going to fuck me over. So if something was removed from my life, there's a reason for it. It's kind of just surrendering. Why is this Hermit card here? We have the King of Wands. We have the Knight of Wands, the Eight of Cups, and the Two of Swords reversed. For some of you, this may have had to do with the fire sign, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. For others of you, you just had to walk away from something that was really, really intense. Maybe someone who was very beautiful, someone where the sex was very good, something where, let's say, you were just very immersed in this, but you just decided to take a step back. So maybe a lot of people were taking breaks or going through breakups, but there was some sort of chapter that ended, and it was something reckless that was happening here. And with this ending, it's you're on your throne. You have balance. You have the Queen of Pentacles here. You have the King of Pentacles here. So your energy is solid, Taurus, and you're rolling with the punches. All right. Now, in the present moment, guys, with love, we have the Six of Cups, the Six of Wands, and the Five of Pentacles. There is a breakthrough. There is a victory. There's something solid that happens in love, but at the same time, there is something that we're rejecting and leaving alone. This could be a person. This could be an ex. This could be a mindset that we have. Why is the Six of Cups here? We have the Three of Swords in the reverse and the Seven of Swords. Someone is not admitting that they're not over something. So you guys are still healing towards someone else, or you're just healing yourself in general, or maybe someone else is still healing, but they're not telling you that. You guys are moving forward and you're being strong and you're not bringing extra conflict in your life, but mentally you're still stuck on someone, or someone is still stuck on you. But I see two people who still have a close connection. They're just not talking about it. There's a lot of illusion here. I feel like someone is trying to make the facade of being cold, even though the base of it is hurt. Okay? That's really what they don't want seen, the hurt. Center card, Six of Wands. So that's, you know, what the core energy is going to be for a reading. Six of Wands is victory, celebration. You calling all your friends and saying, I have the best news. You're never going to believe this. Okay? We have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Interesting. Okay. Let's get one more card here. And we have the Five of Cups. So, Taurus, you're really being thrown a curveball. Let me just write that down, because, you know what's funny, guys? When I do these readings, when I do any reading, all right. I can't write today. But when I do any reading, if you ask me about it like 2 minutes later, I have no idea what the hell I just read. It leaves my system right away. So sometimes after recording these, I'm like, what should I name it? And then I rewatch it and I'm like, why did I name it what I named it? But anyways, what's interesting is that there's definitely a huge breakthrough, because there's something that hurt you. There's something that didn't go the way, you know, you may have planned, or the way that someone else may have planned. But that's what throws you right into something that's really good for you. So I really want to make sure that you guys are putting yourself in a place where you're not crying over spilled milk over here, where you realize that you still have 2 glasses full and there's more to be done. Okay? And I don't want you guys to downplay yourself. The love of a Taurus is one that you'll never forget. Okay? And I think that we deserve love. We are love. All right, so the last card here is the 5 of Pentacles. So something is definitely being rejected. Okay. Three of Wands. 2 of Pentacles. So you guys are kind of going to have a choice here. Because something does come in for you. And it's something that you could really expand on. But I think that low-key, a person is weighing out their option, and they might still be waiting on something that's done. Okay? Maybe there's someone you're not hearing from. Maybe there's some sort of rejection that happened, and you're debating, should I wait or should I not? Spirit is saying that if there was burden there, stop wasting time and effort. If it's something you guys let go of and you're still very hurt over it, then I don't see that as a good direction. But let's pull one more card here. We have the Star card in the reverse. So you do eventually lose faith in this. And it's not something you can trust. Okay? Either you find someone new and this thing tries to come back and it's creating a third party. Or if you're not talking to anyone and this thing tries to come back in, then they have the third party. Okay? But you find balance by closing out a chapter. There's something, Taurus, that, you know, Spirit is saying this would be reckless. Your life is changing dramatically right now with this Tower card. But this is what your soul wants. So maybe you're reserved, maybe you're on edge, maybe you're angry, maybe you're sad. Why the fuck did this happen to me? Hang in there, Taurus. Okay? Because you are being set up for something so strong. Again, the universe is giving. There's, you know, a piece of pie for all of us. There's so much that we can bring in. So when you genuinely start showing the universe what you want, what you won't stand for, things like that, you know, the universe will act accordingly. So you want to be in a place where you're not giving any energy to anything that you know is not good for you. And you're not putting anything out there that you wouldn't want. Okay? But yeah, someone is definitely losing faith in something. For a lot of you, this is someone that maybe you haven't spoken to, but you're still holding on to emotionally. And now it's like, I have to let you go. The universe wanted this to happen for you guys because there is going to be something that you start working on, and this is good, guys. This is something that's meant to be here. These are your future cards. With the Page of Swords, you're really able to think clearly. You're able to be very honest with this person. It's someone that maybe is like very, very articulate as well. Why is this 8 of Pentacles here? We have the 5 of Swords reversed. And we have the 10 of Wands in reverse. So it's like something happens where all of a sudden you're able to turn your back on something that I feel was already gone. And you start putting an effort on something, and any burden that you felt, any sense of losing sleep, anything like that, you just let go of it. So it's like you stay true to yourself this whole time. And even if, because I feel like for a lot of you, you may have gotten the short end of the stick. Okay? But when you don't fight the universe and you allow things to just flow, well, that's when we get good things. But there was something here that you guys were closely connected to, but it just would have been too forced. It wasn't a natural process anymore. So why is this Page of Swords here? Is this some sort of offer? What happens here? Knight of Pentacles reversed. We have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. What's interesting here is I think that a very honest conversation happens with someone. You guys could be the ones that are sad or distraught, but I feel like this is someone else because a very honest conversation is had, or there's something where people are not bullshitting one another. And I feel that Taurus makes the decision not to move forward, even if it kills you, or even if it really hurts them. Because there's some sort of offer, and it's weird, Taurus, because it's like you're happy to have this offer even though you're not going to take it. So maybe it's like someone who really broke your heart and you thought that they had forgotten about you, and then they professed their love, and you're just like, wow, whew, that feels good. But no thanks. So it's that whole sort of thing. So I really feel like this is a karmic situation where whoever got hurt in the past, now they kind of, it's not that they're trying to hurt this person back, but you're just not going towards something because you're thinking clearly. The Page of Swords is all about thinking clearly and communicating clearly, and just having that clear mindset. So this isn't something that you're doing to be an asshole or to be cold. Like, you have a good head on your shoulders when you make this decision. All right, so we end with the Hierophant, and that's us. So why is this Hierophant here? But this talks about being on the path that you're meant to be on in life. So whoever this was or whatever was going on, it had to be there. It woke you up in a sense. It's pushing you towards your destiny. We have the Ace of Cups, the Three of Cups. Strong love, guys. Someone from the past, may reappear wanting to fix things and stuff. Let me get this card. But it doesn't happen. You know what's going to waste your time. You know what's going to waste your effort. You're no longer willing to put your energy into anything that's burdening for you. So, yeah, guys, this is really fucking solid. Where's the other card that we had here? Where did I put it? Okay. Well, I don't know where I put it, guys, but there is something very strong that comes in. You're losing faith. Here we go. You're losing faith in someone, but there's love, and it's strong, and it's fulfilling, and you really invest in it. Okay? So it's beautiful. Like, you may have gotten, again, the short end, but Taurus, you came out on top. You strongly came out on top. That's why, like, before I evolved spiritually as a person, it was so hard for me to let something go. And there's so many times I wish I could just go back in time and punch myself in the face and say, Lisette, put the fucking phone down, you idiot. You look so stupid right now. And it wasn't until I dated someone that, even after 3 years of not, dating them, they just wouldn't leave me alone. Like, this person would call every day, 2-3 o'clock in the morning. Imagine being woken up by someone that you have no fucking interest in. So it took me going through that to see how disgusting it could be when we go towards things that just aren't working out. So even if I'm in the biggest sense of pain, and you guys know that's our problem, letting go is Taurus's biggest problem sometimes. But I do. And I always put myself first. And I think it's helpful that I'm prideful, because I just don't like looking stupid. If someone says they don't want to talk to me, heard you. You don't have to tell me twice. I will leave you alone. All right, guys. So let's get into the advice area. So I'm just going to ask for general love advice, and then we're going to do singles. Then we'll do relationship advice. Then we're going to do gray area, and then we'll do same sex. Now, if you guys need a personal reading, the link is in the description below for that. And the donation link is also there. So if this resonates with you, never be afraid to show some love. All right, so let's get some general love advice. 6 of Swords reversed. We have the 5 of Cups. And we have the 3 of Swords. You have to be careful, Taurus, because there's something in your life that's associated to a lot of pain. Either someone that had a hard time letting you go, or you having a hard time letting someone else go. And I feel as though some sort of offer is going to come in from that energy. but you'd be walking into betrayal, a third party. Or it could be that there's just someone else you're meant to be with, so you end up breaking someone's heart. Because it shows there's something that a Taurus is releasing, whether it's a person or a mindset, and there's something strong that comes in. So there's a huge change in your life. But it's because you were honest with yourself and you said, this situation is not going to work out for me. With this Queen of Pentacles reversed, whatever this is, Taurus, you're tired. You've done everything you could to make this work. Like, it just depleted the shit out of you. And it took so much out of you. And it's like, what were you left with? We have the King of Wands reversed. The Chariot. Something takes off for you guys. And it's something that you feel so sure about. And not only that, but you also have like this revelation where it's like, oh, that's why this past thing didn't work out. And right when you're taking off with someone else, something that you had a hard time letting go of comes back in, but it's not with genuine intention. For some of you, you might find this person through traveling. But you guys are deciding to really just cut something out that I don't think you're 100% over. And Spirit is saying that's the best call. All right, because you have something very fulfilling coming in. And, you know, this is just something that couldn't be trusted. It wasn't your path anymore. Okay. All right, so let's do some singles advice. If you're single, what is the advice here? Four of Swords. You have the Knight of Wands. You have the Hanged Man in the reverse. So for some, this could have to do with Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. For others, something that just seems very passionate. Something you may still be stuck on mentally. But there's something that's kind of forced. There's something that doesn't happen naturally. You guys are going to get some sort of communication. And it's going to be something you're excited about. It's something that you're happy. Or someone that's happy to hear from you. But again, it's a situation that can't be trusted. And this is something where it's like you'd be happy to get into this. But deep down you know that it's only going to hurt you. So you just let it go. And again, something new comes in. So it's like you hear from a person I feel like you've been wanting to hear from. But they don't come at you correctly. They don't come at you with no bullshit. They come at you with all the bullshit. Okay, so it's an invalid offer that you know just is not going to work out. Because that person is stuck between you and someone else. I feel like maybe that's why they reach out, because things aren't working with that other person. But fuck that. That's not my problem. Deal with your shit. You made your bed. You lay in it. All right. So let's look at relationship advice. King of Pentacles reversed, Three of Pentacles, Empress card, Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Who's bored in the relationship at this point? Because there's someone who's not genuinely invested anymore. So that could be one thing, where someone's not genuinely invested. Or there could be a lot of fighting over money matters specifically. But if there is fighting over money, there's going to be a new beginning either for you or your partner, or maybe the both of you, where money is coming in. Okay? So there could be arguing about something that was just a dumb idea. Someone made some sort of mistake, but you're still standing your ground. You're still getting through it. So either an issue that you guys are getting through and you're not going to handle it the same moving forward, or people who just let each other go. So it's either arguing or a fallout. But there's definitely something where you and your partner, you know, probably don't see eye to eye. We have the Hierophant. The Tower card reversed. Temperance card in the reverse. Ten of Swords. There's something that I feel you guys, either you or your partner, is uneasy about doing. And Spirit is saying that there's something that should be avoided, something that you can build. So maybe this is, for a lot of you, this could be some sort of financial investment, maybe buying a house. I feel like specifically it's something that you put money into for some of you. But there's something a person really wants that's going to make them happy. But if you accept getting it in the way that's being put on the table right now, it causes a lot of loss, and you realize that someone was kind of like lying to you or cheating to you. For a lot of you, again, if this has to do with like buying a home or getting into business with someone, but it's something that will affect both of your pockets. Okay? Or maybe it's something that you're being offered that it would just make things end very messy. So this could be someone maybe tempting you, maybe like an ex, or, you know, a potential lover. All right. So for those in the gray area, I'm going to break this into two things. So for those in a gray area with someone that they've dated or been with before, do you get back with them? And then we'll do gray area for someone that you haven't been with before and you're deciding if you want to be. So do we take this past situation, yes or no? 10 of Cups, King of Wands reversed, 6 of Swords, and you have the Star card. So gray area for someone that you've been with before, Spirit is saying no, because one, either they wouldn't be able to trust you or you wouldn't be able to trust them, but you have something comes in that makes you head over heels just so happy, and it's very fulfilling. For some of you, it could be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio specifically speaking, but with the Fool card, Spirit is saying take the new direction. Okay? What about the gray area if this person is new in your life? You haven't been with them before. You're deciding if it's a good idea. Fool card in reverse, we have the 9 of Swords, 6 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, King of Swords in the reverse. Some of you really have to protect yourself from someone that is concerned about the superficial, or are concerned about, how do I want to put this? Concerned about looking good and looking like they're on top on the outside. Because I see someone that would hurt someone drastically if it means looking like this. Someone who would put someone else down, make them feel like shit so that they can come up. So there's something here that would be a mistake, guys. Somebody's being way too prideful. You got to protect yourself. Waste of time and effort. 7 of Pentacles reversed. We have the 2 of Cups. Let's see why this is here. 4 of Wands. Magician in the reverse. So someone very manipulative. Ace of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, if you're in a gray area and this is someone new, you don't know if you want to be with them, and you feel like they're kind of like vain, or just, you know, I have to be the best, or I have to look good, or I have to be on top, or, you know, I have to show off my money on Instagram, or I have to talk about my shit, you know? That's not the direction you want to go. So you want to go for a more like humble sort of person, someone who is like, wow, this year was crazy and everyone's, you know, going through a lot of shit, and yeah, let's just humble ourselves and let's get through this, and, you know, one love sort of thing. But you have something very new that comes in that is very, very fulfilling. You just have to move away from what you know is kind of like vain. All right, guys. So lastly, for same sex, if you date the same sex, what's the advice for you? King of Pentacles, King of Swords, healing. Okay, Spirit is saying that there's something that you're not over, but the best thing is to let it go. Okay, because if you were to accept this in your life, it just wouldn't be genuine. And a lot of you would be dealing with third-party situations. So there's something where I feel like a person isn't showing their true emotions. Someone's being very, very reserved, but Spirit is saying, you know, it was good for you to take the logical approach because something was just bad and you guys released a very heavy burden. The worst that could have happened has happened. Okay, but something wasn't a good path. So for some of you, maybe you were dealing with a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. For others, it's just you being very cold towards someone. Maybe they're being very cold towards you. There's some sort of separation I'm picking up on. But I see this being for the best. Temperance card in the reverse. There's something that your soul just didn't resonate with. You have the Eight of Wands and you have the Page of Swords in the reverse. If you guys are not in communication with this person right now, you are going to get communication. I don't know how good the communication is going to be, because it could be fighting or someone that's just not thinking clearly. I think that whether it's on your end or someone else's end, someone just doesn't see the right picture, and it's not someone that you can get them to see your view if they're wrong. So you don't want to, put too much time in it. So I feel like it's going to be something that you guys don't accept, and someone gets really pissed off. So someone can get really mad at you, like, sorry guys, I got cut off. But it's like someone can get mad at you and be like, how are you not going to take me back? So I feel like someone is surprised that you don't take them back. But when you really put the ending to something really takes off for you. And for some of you with this Chariot here, it's either going to be something that takes off very quickly or something that requires travel. So maybe you meet this person while traveling, something like that. Or maybe the person doesn't live around you. Okay? All right, squad. I love you guys so much. Again, if you guys need a reading, I have same-day readings available. That is on my website, description below. If this resonated with you, you can make donations by any of the methods below in the description box. Thank you so much if you guys do. But I will be back with your mid-months next. I hope you guys enjoy this. I love you, squad.